you never know where you're gonna find that cursed corner shop.
Today, I was at the Times post office in Patcham, and what was on the menu? Every flavour of Fray Bentos pie they had. Beef and onion, just chicken, and of course, some steak and gravy. And for my starter, a can of barbecue beans, some fiery chili and lime crisps, some Warheads Galactic Mix cubes, and of course, a succulent can of Wild Pacific pink salmon, and some tingly Teds to tingle my two little Ed Sheerans, and a KA Carnival twist.
Heinz beans, barbecue, Wild Pacific pink salmon.
First start was to open all this tat.
Starter.
And to create an award-winning starter. Some barbecue beans with some pink salmon, all mixed up with my dirty little fingers. Absolutely fuckable, like warm apple pie. First off though, it was time to try a thick chunk of this salmon.
Fucking done.
I could still taste the seawater in its minge and the strength in its heart. It was gagging for a bit of tingly Teds. It was zesty, salmony, and fucking beautiful.
Barbecue salmon beans.
Now for these fishy beans. You won't find something like this on a menu in a restaurant, and there's a fucking reason for it. Not everyone's a culinary genius like me, and not everyone's as fucking tapped. It tasted like having a mushy barbecue rib dipped deeply into the crevice of a mermaid's bumhole. A dream come true. It was sloppy, tangy, and roasted my insides like a crackling campfire. Yum.
Fray Bentos, steak and gravy.
Let's see what we have here.
Yum.
What the fuck?
Steak and gravy pie. Fish beans.
I poured on what I had left of my Finding Nemo baked beans. It was his mum in that can. And dug my fingers into the boiling hot pie. The steak was tender, and the barbecue beans blended nicely with that thick and viscous gravy. The pastry, although flaky on the outside, was stretchy and gooey in the middle. And if I wanted stretchy and gooey in the middle, I would have called up Stacey. The wild salmon didn't really have a place here in the steak and gravy pie, but I wasn't complaining. There was a subtle hint of that cat food flavour, but that barbecue gravy goodness just shat all over its chest and told it to do one. And with my final scoop, it was time for my next
Fray
pie.
Bentos, just chicken.
I cracked it open, and this one had a fucking stench, and it wasn't chicken.
Fiery chili and lime ribs.
Time to try these crunchy bad boys. On first glance, they look like what's it, but on trying they taste like piss.
Tingly Teds.
Time to try this sauce straight to the tongue. It was citrusy, tomatoey, but defo.
Very tingly.
For this pie, I'd be sticking the crisps in it, some pissy pillars to go with my not so tingly Teds, but I was gonna fucking drown it.
Just chicken and crisps and hot sauce.
Right off the bat, the pastry was moving like Play-Doh, but I can't lie, the flavours were there.
Brands.
The chicken, creamier than a cream pie. The crisps, crispier than that dried foreskin and meat the parents. And because they were lime flavoured, paired perfectly when soaking up that tingly Teds. There was meat, a light chicken gravy, a crunch from the fiery, limey whatsits. And all in all, didn't pair badly together at all. I just wish the tingly Teds had got me singing. My eyes are red, I've been burning, I've been burning.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Fray Bentos, minced beef and onion.
Time for the final pie. Another questionable smell arose from the tin can, and I was fucking buzzing.
Fiery Scotch bonnet chilies.
I was gonna make this one a spicy boy. I took my two Scotch bonnets, ripped up one of them with my bare hands, and scattered it throughout the pie. Let's hope I don't forget to wash my hands before my midnight wank. What was I gonna do with the other chili, you ask? I was gonna fucking eat it raw. If I wasn't gonna have the shits already, I almost certainly was now. I don't know why the fuck I decided to eat it in two halves, because that just made it fucking worse. But I soldiered on, prepared to eat another one in pie form. After a little bit of dribbling, it was time for my spicy pie. And no, I wasn't referring to a bra. I was talking about this Fray Bentos. I slapped on what was left of the tingly Teds and started choking down this Scotch bonnet feast. The strong flavour of onion that this pie was emitting was balanced out beautifully with this fruity, floral Scotch bonnet. And although it looks like I'm cacking my pants, I was